evening. Kieran and Adeline, ladies and gentlemen, I want to firstly start by congratulating them on what has been an absolutely fantastic day, and I wish them all the best in the future. For those of you who don't know who I am, thank you. This is very important. My name is Owen, and I am Kieran's brother, the best man. On that point, I'd like to thank Kieran for asking me to be the best man, although I can't say I'm that surprised. The competition really wasn't that hard. Before I go any further, I'd just like to say to Adeline how fantastic you look today. Although, Adeline, I can't say I'm that surprised, because I always knew you'd look amazing, but you surpassed all my expectations. Very good. But Adeline, as you and me both well know, it's easy to polish a diamond. I suppose Kieran doesn't look too bad, although from this angle I'm just after noticing that he went for the George Clooney look after all. Long live those grey hairs. There are a good few people who'd like to say a few words, so I'd like you all just to relax, sit back and amuse yourselves while we sweat it out up here. I've lost at least a half stone already. So, I suppose now call on Adeline's dad, who, unlike myself, is well used to performing on stage in front of a crowd, although normally with a musical instrument, I'm told. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the father of the bride, Joe Green.
On behalf of my wife and I would like to... Oh, gee, sorry, Kieran. That's your speech. Sorry about that, I'm very sorry about that. Bhfuil an fáilte ar óbán lein seáinniu, just a few words in Irish anyway. And bhfuil an fáilte ar óbán le giléir an seáinniu, agus bhfuil an fáilte ar ó Kieran na stean sa teile, agus haile hain go maisin. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all here today, and I would like to welcome Kieran into our family, and indeed his own family as well. I suppose it's a good few years now since Kieran started coming down to Donegal, and he would always say to me, "Geez, that bloody road is, you know, very twisty," and he says to me, "Them bloody corners up in Gipari," he says, "they would drive you around the bend." But anyway, he kept coming down anyway. Adeline, well, what can I say about my beautiful daughter? Anytime, all the time that she's been down in Galway, she always came home every weekend. Well, nearly every weekend. And myself and Mary must have been doing something right. Our Joe always said that we must have been bribing her. But Sinead, I'm a man of few words. I would rather be up here and play a few tunes on the whistle than stand trying to talk here. But anyway, I would like to thank the hotel for the lovely meal now. It was lovely and the place looks very nice, and I want to thank everybody. So what about the bridesmaids? Don't they look lovely today? So, Sinead, over to Owen, and thank you very much. Enjoy the day, everybody.
Thank you very much for Joe for that. I'm sure Kieran and Adeline are very appreciative of it. Since we arrived here on Thursday, Aoife, I, Mum and Dad, the Green family have been extremely welcoming. Both Joe and his wife Mary, their son Joe Jr. and daughter-in-law Breed, they've been extremely welcoming to us, and we really appreciate that. This is actually my first time to this part of Donegal, although I heard a lot about it rather, from both Mam, Dad, and obviously Kieran, who's been up here, and it really is an amazing place. I think I could see how Kieran could be persuaded to move up here, possibly. Really. For anyone that was on the stag, there was a rumour that the foundations for a house had already been laid. I'm not too sure about that. There are a lot of messages and short notes from a lot of people who send their best wishes today. I don't really have time to go through them all because there's so many. They've also a great network of friends. But I'll get through them intermittently throughout my speech. So also I'll keep things rolling, and he's here looking up at me, just dying to get up and say a few words. And before he does, I'll just give a small background information to this. He's obviously been preparing for this for a long time because there's been a file on the desktop of our computer at home entitled Father of the Groom Speech. So it obviously illustrates two things. Number one, subtlety isn't his forte. And two, he has been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my father, the father of the groom, brother, Tom Martin.